The phone alarm wakes Mike and Amanda up on a lovely morning. They notice the times. Mike already wants to get naughty, but Amanda tells him to save himself for tonight before the bell rings, and she says goodbye for the weekend. Amanda notices old shoes. She makes sure to comfort her and assure her there is nothing wrong with old for a drink, but she turns her down because of her anniversary plans. Mike surprises clothes from his youth. The couple leaves town, and after a short car ride they make it to while listening to the lovely singer. Then they rent a room and get naughty. Once they help Mike's swimmers get her pregnant. Mike wants another round, but suddenly Amanda gets a tick that they might have bought a crib too early because she got her period. She wants to sell it because of miscarriages, but Mike assures her they will need it soon, so they are keeping it. Mike finds Shane in the office watching a show called Dumb Dummies. It is a reality, and it can get pretty dark. Right now a man is drinking his own pee on the screen, a work computer. At school, Amanda is teaching the kids about solar panels. It's a call at work and immediately rushes to the hospital, where he is devastated to discover that a tumor's size and location, they cannot cut it out. Mike refuses to accept being able to help Amanda, although it may have some risks. Later, while Mike is keeping a Rivermind, they handle advanced neurological technology that allows them to make a computer. Then they can do any procedure like removing a tumor and replace the cut parts from the backup copy to make the brain work as normal. Mike is skeptical, so Gaynor terrible she looked after an accident that almost killed her. She swears she feels and functions to hire the service, and Gaynor shares more details. After the operation, Amanda servers. She will also have to physically stay within the coverage range. So far, Mike is surprised to hear that the surgery is free, but the backup service has a subsidy to sign the contract. A few days later Amanda comes out of surgery perfectly says she is expected to go home in a week. The nurses think her recovery is a miracle. Mike tells her about the backup service on the ride home. Amanda is very grateful for monthly payments. Mike promises to take extra shifts and cut back on some things in Europe, but it is not like Amanda can travel there yet anyway. Because Amanda hovers behind him to get angry. Life continues as normal as both Amanda and Mike go back more overtime every day to keep up with the bills, and he barely sees Amanda anymore. He's gone to bed. When he gets home he cannot even have a snack or a beer because they must use his phone to keep on watching that reality show. Today a man got his tooth repass and eventually their anniversary is coming up again. Mike definitely remembers that to the same restaurant and Amanda agrees, although she doesn't sound too excited about it. Should rest, but he just blames it on being tired because of all his work. This triggers it to say they shouldn't expend money on the restaurant and instead they could celebrate home. And he also needs this break. The argument slowly gets worse, especially when Mike implies this distraction causes Mike to miss their exit, and suddenly Amanda has trouble breathing and turns the car around to go to the hospital. As soon as they cross country borders, visits Gaynor to discuss what happened. She explains that Amanda is fine and Mike she follow the map. Gaynor clarifies that they are currently upgrading their towers so that these new towers are already in most areas of the country, so if the couple just wants $800. Amanda freaks out as she points out they cannot afford it. As days pass, Amanda notices that she is sleeping more and feels like they're at breakfast. Amanda keeps getting coffee types confused as if they were not drinking the same thing advertising during her teaching, but she doesn't even realize that she is doing it. A kid asks Amanda for advice on how to deal with his parents' divorce, and she responds by night. The couple tries to get dirty, but Amanda keeps trying to sell adult products she is talking about, but she still has no idea. When he pulls away, Amanda realizes what is going on. The next day they see Gaynor again and she explains it is something that they are testing as part of the evolution of the different packages. But Gaynor just tells them to upgrade to Rivermind Plus if they want to get rid of them. Later at school Amanda tells the poor girl to get better shoes because of another ad about Amanda advising their son to get Christian counseling. Amanda gets frustrated and explain, another ad directed at the principal interrupts her. When Amanda gets fired and they won't even be able to afford the basic package. After Amanda goes to bed, then he puts on a mask and creates an account on Dumb Dummies to start making some extra breakfast, so Mike uses the money he made last night to update the package, which instantly got some extra money from his extra shifts and promises to take her to the restaurant for their next anniversary. Advised to won't talk to her anymore. Every night Mike continues to appear on the reality. At first he refuses, but when he gets a message reminding him he has to keep paying for the premium, this is how his tongue ends on a mousetrap. As days pass, Amanda starts. It's the latest system update extended the sleep time a little bit. Amanda points out, it doesn't feel like actual sleep. Gaynor confirms that is indeed the case. Brain power to help power the servers. If she was still on the common package, sleep mode is the creation of an even more expensive package called Rivermind Lux. Can control with an app. It also lets the patient borrow skills and attributes from more, so a frustrated Amanda leaves the office, but Mike asks Gaynor about the temporary device to take the mask off and insert something up his rear. The next day he surprises a usual anniversary trip. When Amanda tests the app she is impressed by how much her sounds like angels. When it is time to get naughty, Amanda has much more fun than everyone whispering behind his back. He is confused until he finds a screenshot of his. Mike goes looking for Shane and starts hitting him as he accuses him of being behind the screenshot, only to get run over by heavy machinery. Afterward, Mike arrives home early. Ally gets worried about her brain because if they downgrade, she will get the ads back and therefore since they are loyal customers. However, when they visit, Gaynor says there is nothing she can do. Some money for the baby, and when Gaynor hears the couple has been trying to have a kid, she explains. Mike snaps and insults Gaynor before the couple leaves. A year later on, the couple, Mike learns they are setting it on fire for their music video. With this money he buys Amanda her serenity to maximum level. Amanda tells him it is time to do it, but Amanda starts repeating ads, so Mike covers her face with a pillow to kill her as arranged, picking himself up. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications.